restream panel, and then once that tells me
What did you?
everything's okay, we should be good to go.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's very cute. Thank you, Curtis.
What did Curtis do? Adorable. Are we good? We're good!
Wag.
Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Frozen Heart. My name is Zedixie, and I'm here with my players. We have Molly
Hello.
playing Fade. We have Sam.
She's a robot.
I don't know if she's just not there or like what's going on. Sam?
Can you hear me?
Okay,
Yes.
there we go. Sam,
Hello!
Hello.
Sam's mic is broken somehow.
I'm just using my phone and it's bad, so good luck.
Okay, that's gonna be fun. We have Ben
Hi.
playing Vaven, and we have Curtis
Howdy.
playing Meredith. And welcome to Frozen Heart. Anyway, do you guys remember what happened last time?
Vaguely.
We kidnapped
no,
a child.
I've got child.
Okay, first of all, you guys escaped Jeroen. You made it out.
Not important.
You went to the church to see if you could like rally up some people. Didn't really work too well. Basically, what happened was
I think it went great.
you guys went there. You started convincing people, and then Voyas turned up and basically told everyone the truth, which caused everyone to get very mad at you very quickly.
How dare she talk the truth? What an asshole.
To
Wow.
which
So
you
rude.
threw the coin of flooding into the church, completely flooding the entire room, and basically drowned a whole bunch of people. You don't know if they're okay or not. Good job. And then after that, you guys used the commotion to escape, and you made it out of the room successfully. You then went and found yourselves in the forest again, to which you found a small clearing where you set up camp. While you were setting up camp, however, and while you were sleeping, you were visited by the Rodent King, who
Rat
brought
man.
Vaven over to a large tree where you found Fadov and a small girl sitting on top. The small girl seeming lost, but making some very strange claims, like that she was 400 years old.
Yep. I've adopted her. She's now mine.
Mm-hmm. And she's now Fadov's kid.
No. Yeah.
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 Don't deny it. You have a child now.
I am with child.
Okay, anyway. Hello, and welcome back to the Frozen Heart. So, this time, you guys are walking through the forest. Your journey with this new child... also, just so that we remember the kid's name, it's Winvia. I think I said a little...
Yeah.
Winvia, yeah.
With like no eyes.
No eyes.
Just a lot of whys.
Just a whole lot of Y's. Whole lot of just like V-shaped letters, you know?
that made
Yeah,
Ben
W's,
feel very
Y's, V,
V.
pretty V-shaped.
V's a pretty V-shaped letter. Anyway,
annoying. Wow.
yes. You continue on this journey. I imagine one of you is probably carrying Winvia through the forest, or are you just kind of like...
I am.
Not Vaven.
Okay.
I'm carrying the child.
You've sort of like got her like pulled
Piggyback.
up over your shoulders like in a piggyback position, and you're just marching through the snow as it drifts gently onto the ground. Okay, so this is your first day with Winvia journeying through the forest. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
Is there anything that we could do?
You're in the middle of a forest, you've got a strange girl on your back, It's up to you.
What time is it during the day?
I'd say
Like-
it's about. We'll start the session about midday. Give you a bit of time to sort
okay.
of figure out your surroundings, your bearings, get into the game.
We're walking towards
Trand.
yes, that's the place.
Mm-hmm. As
Yeah.
you,
I mean, I guess we're just gonna.
I should
you
probably
walking?
add this to the to the like back thing. You guys were instructed by the Blue Godchild that you have.
Yes,
met
yes, we're going to
before.
Tran because they're being war delegation.
Yeah, basically because
that-
because Vaven, you knew Bleak, and the Blue Godchild also knew Bleak. He has asked you for your help in helping Trand because there is the Trand spies tell them that the entire city is about to be under siege by Thumod's forces. Or Thumos forces.
The old blind. I don't know if he was old, but I remember the blind white dragon.
Mm-hmm. The general.
Yes.
Yep. So you guys, that's why you're making your way towards Trand. Just for anyone that needed a bit of a catch up. Okay. So
Yeah.
you guys are in the heart of a regular looking forest at the moment. The trees are withered and bare. No leaves have grown on them. The summer has not yet come around. The winter, however, seems to be taking a heavy toll on this part of the forest, as the snow is about up to your shins. It falls on top of your head as you walk. Fadov,
Hello.
you can feel Winveer on your back, just gently shivering against you and sort of like pushing up against you, trying to get whatever warmth she can from your body.
She's on my shoulders, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what I have in my bag. My equipment. You know, I'm gonna take her from my shoulders and just like wrap her around my arm chest so she can just get as much body warmth as possible.
Okay.
Because
You-
I don't really want a hypothermic
You sort of
child.
pull Winveer off your shoulders and spin her around, and you just like say like, "Here, grab."
Cradle her.
Just grab on here, and you push her against your like body, so that she can get as much body warmth as possible. Winveer sort of whispers a thank you into your ear as you continue on through the forest. Okay. So, as you guys are wandering, I need you to make a perception check.
All of us?
Oh, it's coming
Mhm.
in my bones. Oh yeah. 17.
17?
Ooh.
Okay.
Wait,
Mm.
perception?
Perception, yep.
Where is my perception?
I got a 13.
13?
Okay. Can you roll for me? I got a 5. Oh no, 7.
Okay. And Curtis?
I got 10.
10. Okay, so, Vaven, you see specifically,
Yes.
off in the distance, you kind of like stop for a second. In between the trees, you see a dog. It's sort of sitting there. A husky. Its fur is completely white, and if it weren't for its piercing blue eyes, you wouldn't have been able to see it in the snow at all. It stares at you, and you kind of like lock eye contact with it.
Hello. Baven gets down low and he approaches the dog.
Okay. I need you to roll animal handling.
Wait, how far away am I from the dog? like-
You're a good 20 meters.
Okay. Oh, come on. Come on, my... Natural 20!
Natural 20!
Hey.
Okay. You sort of like get onto to your knees, and you kind of like, come here. Oh, yeah, come here. as you like slowly kind of inch your way towards it. The dog like apprehensively approaches you. As you're kind of on your knees, like clicking your fingers, whistling to it to get it to come closer, it approaches you. It starts like sniffing your hand as you like reach out to pat its head. It appears to really like you.
Fantastic.
The dog sort of like looks at you for a second, tilts its head slightly, and then it's just waits. It's just sitting there, staring at all of you.
Hey, Doug.
So we're keeping him, right?
I mean, we've got a child, so why not?
Give me one
Cool.
second.
I'm just collecting things as we go along.
Finally.
What are we naming it?
Top.
Okay,
Brain.
I'm back.
Top?
Call him, call him top.
Top,
Bottom
top,
and top.
Tom?
bottom, top and bottom.
Top?
Doggy.
Yeah.
Are you
Yes.
you're naming the dog Top.
Yes.
Okay,
He's
cool.
Top.
You
Top
just
the dog.
Toppy.
you guys having this conversation in like character, just like
Yeah.
okay.
Bottom and bottomer.
Bottom and bottomless.
Oh.
Okay.
Damn.
So the dog sort of like just sits there and waits for you guys to either move on or keep petting it.
I mean. Shit. So
What
what
do
do
you-
we do with it?
Pet.
I also want to pet the dog.
I'm gonna pet the dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
How does
You-
his fur feel?
Molly, you
Wait, actually,
Mhm.
can we check if it's a he or a she?
You can check to see if it's a he or a she. It is
Very
just
important.
sitting in the snow, so yeah, you can just kind of look down.
Whoop.
It is a he.
Okay, so it's a good boy.
It's a good boy.
Boy.
Okay, so you guys, what are you gonna do now?
Pet.
This dog is just
Pat
here.
dog.
Aside from patting the dog, I'm gonna say you all just a round of pats. Like you all get a pat. Like Molly, you pull off Winveer, and you sit Winveer next to the dog so she can give it a pat as well.
How old
Okay,
is
so
Winveer, by
since
the way?
Winveer said she was 400 years old.
But how old does she look physically?
She looks to be about 6 or 7 years old.
Oh, she's a baby.
Yeah,
A young child.
she's quite young.
I'm just
Aw.
checking. We all pet the dog, right?
You all
Yes,
pat
we will
the
pet
dog.
the
Okay,
Yeah.
Because we do that, I'm also gonna scratch the dog's belly.
Okay.
Just gotta
Oh.
Okay, you
Good
just
idea.
give this dog all like the love you can. You're like, oh my god, this is the best boy.
Can I pick him up like a baby?
Roll an animal handling check.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I'm fairly good at animal handling. Oh, only +3. Oh, natural 20!
Really? Was that
Oh!
2 nat 20s on the animal handling checks?
Yeah, this
You can check
dog
the
loves
logs.
This dog.
us.
It's
I
just
can
invoked.
check the logs actually. Hold on, I'm gonna open the
Yeah,
logs. 'cause-
he actually did roll a net 20.
Well,
Okay, well, you can pick up the dog. Yeah. You lift the dog up. You kind of like cradle him like a baby. He's just sort of hanging out of your arms, like, "Yep, this is fine."
Oh,
I am a dog.
Excellent.
Excellent.
That's all I wanted to do.
You gonna bring him with you?
Of course!
Okay. You guys start walking with the dog in your arms, and the dog's just sort of like flopping, like, yeah, okay, yeah, this is my life now. As you walk along, you don't seem to see anything out of the usual aside from this dog that just kind of came up to you and is now just chilling with you.
Aww.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So,
So where are we going now?
continue walking, I suppose. Are you gonna like put the dog down, or like are you just gonna continue?
Of course
carrying
not.
on?
What the fuck kind of question
Okay,
is that?
fair enough. You're just carrying the dog. I'm gonna need you to make another perception, animal handling, because dogs don't like being carried for long periods of time.
This one does. Ready? Animal hand. 15.
15. He kind of wiggles around in your arms. He's not really putting up too much of a fight, but he's like, "I'm a little uncomfortable. Could you put me down?"
I'm putting him down. I don't want.
Okay.
I would die for this dog. I want everyone to know that. If
You-
I have
Fair
to
enough.
sacrifice each and every single one of you, I will do it.
Okay. You
Alright.
kind of lift the
That's
dog
fair.
and you put it down on the ground, and you give it like a pat on the head, and he's just kind of like, his tongue lolls out, and he just starts panting as you stand up and you start walking away, and the dog kind of trots behind you. He follows you along. He's not like leaving your side or anything. He's not running off and back into the woods. He's following you guys.
Aww.
If anything
love it.
happens to him, I'm gonna kill everyone and then myself.
Okay.
If the dog goes, I go too.
Good.
Oh.
No. Okay, so you guys continue on your journey. Also, I just want to point out the fact that Vaven's max health points is 69. Nice.
A very good number.
A very good number.
A very funny number.
It's a funny number.
That's the
Vaven.
6 number, right?
That is the 6th number.
Nice.
60 number.
Whoa, that's so cool.
Yo, is that the 6th number? Oh my god. Now, I'm gonna hate to do it to you, this to you guys, but before we continue on, I actually really need to take a shit. So,
So visceral.
yeah, we're gonna take a 10-minute break, and then we'll be
Right
right
now,
back.
so you can take a fat dump.
Yeah, so I can take a fat dump.
Oh
Hey,
shit.
okay, we are back. We're back. Hello.
Back,
We're
back,
back.
back
I
to
It, just keeps,
back.
it just looks like it's saying "be right back."
Yeah, I know. It'll change in a little bit. Anyway,
Yeah.
I went and pooped, and I also changed into some other clothes.
Had a healthy diet.
And I,
Has a
You
healthy
changed it?
diet.
You
according
did
to
a quick change.
Curtis,
When the poop's so good,
analyzed
you gotta
what
change
I
your
said
clothes.
about my poop, and apparently I have a healthy diet. So thank you,
Yeah, man.
Curtis.
It's important.
That was a very odd, compliment, but I'm gonna take it. Anyway, back to the game. So you guys are walking through the forest. You now have this just very odd dog following you. It doesn't seem to want to hurt you. It doesn't seem angry or anything. It's just sort of tagging along. You know when you're walking down the street and you see a stray cat, so you pat it, and then it just sort of follows you, and you're like, well, I guess this is my cat now.
And you're like,
With
this is the
myself.
Yeah.
best day of my life.
Yeah, this
yeah,
is the best day of my life. This cat is following me. This cat loves me. It's kind of like that. You guys, he's just kind of following you, and you guys are like, oh my god, this dog, it loves us. Holy shit, look at this. And yeah, you guys keep following it until you reach a crossroads. You make it back onto the main. You're following the main road at the moment. You make it onto the main road, and you wander down the wide dirt street for a decent while until you reach a crossroads. The crossroads that you can see, I'm pretty sure you guys still have a map, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
On roll 20.
Yeah, I'm going to say you still have a map. You guys managed to make it to a crossroads. As the day is beginning to set, the stars are beginning to appear. It's almost nighttime as you reach this crossroads. You see a sign pointing in one direction, the city of Trand, and in another direction, not much. That's literally what the sign says. But at this point, it's getting quite dark. What would you guys like to do?
How far away?
Up.
How far away is the next city?
The next city is a
Yeah.
good 2-3 days away
If we don't get jumped.
if you don't get jumped.
What do you guys want to do?
Pet dog more.
Stop for the
Fair.
night.
Yeah.
You guys gonna set up camp for the night?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Magic bubble time. Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Bow, bow, bow.
Okay. Curtis, are you gonna just be patting the dog
Religiously.
religiously? Okay. Curtis,
Fantastic.
you plonk yourself down next to the dog. With one hand, I'm gonna say you're setting up your bubble. With the other, you're just furiously patting the dog as he's panting, just yeah.
Excellent.
What about who's going in which bubble?
Well, I'm going in my bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want the dog bubble or the inferior bubble that lacks dog?
Or the Vaven bubble?
Bubble.
Sam says dog
Excellent
bubble.
choice.
Okay.
I'll join
Actually, it's
the
a terrible
Vagrant bubble.
choice. It's gonna smell like wet dog in here 100% of the time.
Wet dog and piss.
Yeah, wow, Samantha.
Wet dog and piss.
Wet dog and shit.
And that's not just the dogs.
The 4 words that define my life.
Wet dog and piss. Oh my god, my heart. I love wet dog and piss.
It's my new cologne. Wet dog and piss.
Nice.
God.
Okay. Sam's going in the wet dog and piss tunnel.
I'll go in the Vaven one because I
Oh,
don't
no.
want wet dog
Okay.
and piss.
Fadov goes in the Vaven one. The night starts to set. You guys you guys pull out some blankets, some sleeping rolls. You, Fadov, tuck, can't remember her name, Winvia, that's it.
Yeah.
You tuck Winvia into a makeshift sleeping roll that you've sort of set up with some blankets and some clothes. and you guys fall asleep. Aside from Vaven, who begins to meditate
Mm-hmm.
and goes into a trance. Now,
Then when that's done, he
Vaven,
looks around. Oh,
I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Specifically you.
oh no. Oh, what? What did Vaven do to deserve that? 15.
15. Okay. Let's take a look and see if you notice anything odd. No.
I don't notice anything odd?
Nope.
Wow.
He's been poisoned by the dog.
Vaven,
Raven King's back.
the morning comes.
Mm-hmm.
You find yourself breaking out of the trance, which is odd. Because you break
I
out
come out of it and
4
oh.
hours later than you normally would.
oh no.
As you wake up, you realize that it's already daytime, which is very strange. And as you're waking up, you realize everyone else around you is also waking up. You see Fadov, of course, beside you, rubbing her eyes sleepily, kind of like getting up, stretching. You see Winveer like kind of like trying to like 5 more minutes Fadov's hand away as she's trying to wake her up. And you see the bubbles start to sort of drop down and fade away. And over there in the other one, you can see Moonpie and Meredith sleeping soundly, as neither of them have woken up yet. However, there is one member of the party that you can't see. The dog is
dog.
gone.
No!
No.
I'm getting my mallet.
Meredith, you wake up and you see the dog is gone.
Oh no.
What do you do?
We have 2 hours before I murder everyone and then myself.
Okay. You kind of grab your melon and you jump to your feet and you're like,
No!
you let out a cry of no. You can see like birds like flying out of the trees around you. It's like it's a horrifying yell. And as you guys are standing there confused, like wondering like what you're gonna do, suddenly a door appears between the two groups. It just sort of
What?
in the middle of the clearing, in the middle of the crossroads.
Did the bartender summon us?
The door slams open, and you see the bartender. He kind of steps out, but somehow steps out of both sides of the door. This
Where's
door,
my dog, you son of a bitch!
this door is just a door. However, the door opens in 2 directions, and the bartender walks out in 2 directions. There are 2 exact copies of the bartender, except something's odd about the bartender. The bartender that you are looking at has little owl heads on his shoulders that are just kind of made out of his
How many?
suit. Just 2 on his shoulders.
Alright.
One of the bartenders walks up to Vaven, and he kind of like puts his hand on your shoulder, Vaven, and goes, "Vaven, so thank God I found you. I need your help. There's
Vaven
no
tries to
time for
process
us
it
and
all.
Vaven. I need
But-
your help."
What? What's the what?
Can I roll an insight to see if he's actually telling? Like,
Yeah,
Can-
can I as well?
can we tell if this guy's an imposter or not? Because Al's a suspicious man.
The
Yeah,
second
can I also roll as well?
the second bartender is exactly miming out the first bartender's actions, except with like a slight delay of half a second. So it sounds less like 2 people talking at the same time, and it's more like, "I need your help. I need your help." there's a weird reverb to his voice as well that you can't quite put your finger on. Roll your insight checks. 14 and 5.
Can I also?
No, I got advantage on them.
do-
Oh, okay. Why do you
7.
have advantage?
Feral instinct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, both of you can tell something's not right now. You can't put your finger on it, but you're like, there's owl heads on his shoulders. That's fucking
But
weird.
that's no.
He doesn't
that's not
normally have owl
groovy.
hairs on the shoulders. Also, there's
Baven
two of
also
them.
do
You can do an insight check.
put that. Where's my? There it is. Let's see. Come on. Oh, that's pretty good.
18.
18.
Okay, this isn't the bartender. That you know. You kind of look at him. There's something wrong with his face. You
Oh,
look
so
at
it's
it.
not just the owl heads.
It's not just the owl heads. You look at his face, and like, it could just be the slightest difference of just the crook of his nose or like the twist of his lips. But that's not the face you remember. It looks like him, sure, but it's not him.
Hmm.
The bartender points back through the door. And he kind of yells, "Come with me, quickly! I need to show you all something!"
Show us
No.
what?
It's the most amazing and wonderful thing that you've ever seen, but it's also terrifying and horrible, and I hate it so much, but I love it at the same time. I need to show you it.
Is it drugs?
Drugs.
Sounds like it's gonna be drugs.
You there!
The dog?
He points at the other version of him. The other version of him points back, but suddenly they sort of like break this like copying repetitious cycle, and the first bartender walks up to the other. "Do you know what's through this door?" The other bartender looks at him and goes, "Yes, I do. Of course I know what's through that door. The most amazing and wonderful thing that I've ever seen, but it's also horrible and terrifying, and I can't quite explain what it is." The first bartender goes, "Exactly. This man knows what he is talking about. Through the door."
So it is drugs.
Yep.
Son,
Ultra owl drugs.
what kind of drugs? Come on, tell me. What kind of drug? Give me a drug. Any drug.
Everyone
Mushrooms?
is on drugs. We can tell us.
Cocaine.
Ah!
He just really wants drugs, apparently.
Mushrooms it is!
But I said cocaine.
Along the entire floor, mushrooms
fancy cocaine
start to sort of like
real?
spike up out of the ground and bloom. There we go, mushrooms everywhere! Look at that! Isn't that amazing?
No?
You said cocaine, young lady. Well, take a look at that snow.
Oh my god.
You look at the snow. It's not snow. That's a powder.
Ah!
Oh.
Anyway, that's not what's important right now. Through the door!
What's through the door?
They're watching you, Raven. All of them, all the time. They're always watching you. You'll never be good enough.
Ooh.
Through the door!
Whoa. Cutting
Wow,
there a
I
little
do
bit
not
deep
like
there.
having my insecurities targeted like that.
So we're not gonna go through that door.
I don't want to.
Vaven volunteers and Fedov just shoves them through the door.
What? I
Just sacrifice
want
the
to
little
roll
girl, she's not
something to
important.
try and not do that.
Fade up, I need you to make a strength check. Vaven, I'm gonna need you to make just a combat strength check. Just to try and out.
Should I make a dexterity to
You
like
can make a
wha-
dexterity check
out
to
of
try and
them?
dodge it.
13.
Cool. I'm slightly better at dexterity. Oh yeah, 14.
Ah, okay. You're just able to dodge Fadov's push, and you're like, no. as she tries to push you through the door.
Damn it.
Excuse me.
Yes.
No, not you.
Damn it.
The one that violently pushed me, and I'm now eternally traumatized.
You're welcome.
Yay, trauma.
Yay, trauma. Oh, speaking of trauma, here's your dead friends.
What the fuck?
As you like stand there and he says this, you look through the door and you can see Bleak, Meredith, and
Yo, I'm dead, yo!
sorry, you see Bleak, Baronorth,
Wait, I'm
and
friends with Meredith?
you see no, you see
Oh.
Bleak, you see Bleak and Baronorth standing in the doorframe waving at you.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna ask the bartender, are you technically a magician?
Technically, maybe.
I'll pull up my mallet.
I'm not. That's my power source, man.
Fair point. Wait, there's two of them now, so
Do you know-
surely halvesies.
Why would there
Fine.
only be two of us?
Yep.
There's more. See, even more of them. So can I just borrow one of you real quick? Just,
No, there's only one of me.
Uh,
As you look back,
But
so,
there
like,
are
as
two
he
of you.
as you look back, there's only one of them. The other's gone.
Huh?
Okay, I'm-
Is it the Owlhead one? Or is Owlhead
Both
one
of them
still
were
there?
owl heads. One of them's just gone now.
Oh, I see.
There was only ever one of me. What are you talking about?
okay, scary owl bartender man who's not really our bartender.
That's
Uh,
me.
Have you seen a cute little dog with blue eyes? He's white.
Cute little dog, blue
Little
eyes.
husky boy.
Ooh, I know him.
Who is he?
No.
Of him, or you personally know this dog?
There's something about him.
Like what?
Could you tell us
Inside
that?
check.
Oh god, not the inside check.
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad. You don't know what
Hey.
he's talking about. The
Okay.
bartender screams and points to the air, and as you guys turn around and look up, you see a fucking huge ass dragon flying towards you.
What the
Ah!
fuck?
Hey guys, big dragon in the door.
Oh my god.
How low of a constitution check
Why is it in the door?
Not in the door, out there. You need to be in the door. Get away from the dragon.
I'm not fucking...
Oh my god.
There-
I'm just grabbing up
Can we
What
tell
color
if the
dragon
dragon's
is
real or
it?
not?
Yeah.
Yeah, what color dragon?
What color is the dragon? The dragon is white.
Oh.
Oh.
It seems very coincidental. Can we tell if the dragon's real or not?
I need to roll a
Yeah. I want to do this.
insight check.
I want to do this. I want to do this as well.
Okay.
Fadov, can you throw
Actually,
a rock
hold
at
on.
the
Not
dragon,
an
please?
insight check. I need you guys to be rolling perception check on this one.
Okay,
too.
perception.
that I'm
Ross.
proficient with.
Mhm.
Yo, 22.
Yo, also 22. What a
Wait,
coinky dink.
fucking hell.
Yo.
Four.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Wow, you ruined it, Fadov.
Vaven, Vaven, and Meredith, you guys like look at the dragon, and you're like, "Hold on a second. The dragon's not getting closer. It's flapping its wings. It's flying towards us. It
Which is a still
looks
picture
like
of the
it's flying towards us, but it's not moving in space. It's just not getting any bigger as you look at it."
Can I clobber the okay, I think it's time that I say this out loud, that we realize that this man is trying to kill us in some capacity. We should probably attack him.
You sure? Because there's a fucking dragon there, and I've got a child with me.
It's not real.
Yeah, no, that's quite
Or it's
clearly
very,
unrealistic. Are you-
very far
is it
away.
moving?
Is it moving?
It's not.
Is it?
Can I whack the bartender?
Is what moving? Dragon's gone.
Ah! What?
Is it two bartenders
Fuck.
again now?
There is not two bartenders.
The
there's only
second
one.
bartender became the dragon.
There's only one
Oh,
bartender
the owl
standing
head's
there.
still there.
The owl heads are still there.
Can I
What
grab
kind
the
of owls are they?
bartender and
As
throw
you
him through
kind
the
of
door?
hold on, as you kind of examine the owl heads, both of them turn towards you and just go, "Woo!"
Oh my god.
What are you doing, Curtis?
I'm gonna grapple the bartender.
Okay, roll to grab him.
Athletics. Wow. Only 14. What a terrible roll.
Oh my god. Okay,
That's so
so
unfortunate.
you lunge at the bartender, but as you do, as you're like trying to move forwards to grab him, you find that your like feet are like slipping. Like when you run, there's no traction. It's just like, what the fuck's going on?
Oh my
Just-
You're
god.
not. It's not
Sleep.
like ice. It's not like you're gonna fall. It's just you can't like move forwards no matter what.
He's
Oh.
removed friction.
Also, you're not wearing shoes.
He's
Why am I not
Huh?
wearing shoes? Where are my shoes? Get my shoes back, you asshole!
I didn't take your shoes. You don't have. What are shoes?
Wait.
Do any of us have shoes?
None of you have shoes.
Where the fuck is my
Ah!
shoes?
Who's coming
I'm
for
very-
underwear next?
wait,
Not the
Do we
underwear.
have
Steals the
socks on,
shoes.
or are we like toes out?
Your toes out.
Oh, I'm self-conscious about my feet. They're really
Can
small.
I stare at Baven's feet?
Oh my god, they are so small.
Stop looking at my feet!
I'm
I
looking at
cast,
them.
um,
Your
I
foot's
cast
like
minor
2 of my
illusion to
feet.
make it look like I've got shoes on.
You
They
click-
can't move, so I'm gonna stand perfectly still. But
Hey, now that we
Shoes.
can't move, how do we go through the door? I asked the bartender.
Watch this. The door comes towards you at like Mach
Oh,
1
God.
speed. It literally like snake moves and swallows you all up as you can't
Oh my
move.
god.
I have a sneaking suspicion.
Vaven,
Someone really wanted us to go through this door.
Vaven,
He
Yes,
wanted
that's
our
Vaven.
shoes.
you cast minor illusion on your feet. You don't lose a spell
I
slot.
try. That's because it's a cantrip.
Yeah. Well, okay. Never mind.
It wouldn't lose a spell slot to begin with.
Is it? I thought it was just a little one spell.
Okay, time to cast a spell and see if I lose a spell slot.
Oh, wait.
It's a cantrip that never had
Is it?
my my 3 spell slots. Now that's a bit of a
Oh, it
different
is.
situation.
Huh, okay. Well, you had a long rest, so if wait. Whoa.
Well, that wouldn't be affected by it.
Why can't I see your spell slots? Oh, do you just have infinite third level first to third level spell slots?
No, check the 5th level.
Yeah. I
How
just
can
can't
you-
see the
can't
spell
you see
slot
them?
counter on any of
There's
these.
3 there.
I can't see
That's
spell slot
whack.
counters.
Huh, time to play legitimately still, guys. What are you
Good.
talking about?
Good boy. Yeah, on
Yeah.
the 5th level I can see that, but I can't see any of the others.
It's only on 5th level.
Oh. Why?
Because
Oh.
I'm a
Oh,
warlock.
because you're a warlock. I keep forgetting about that. I thought you, I thought you were a wizard. Anyway, continuing on. You guys are swallowed by the door, and as you guys kind of like brace yourselves for like whatever's gonna be on the other side, you kind of like, you open your eyes, and you're just kind of sitting inside a big ass hall. You guys remember this hall?
Oh god, it's the murder
Oh,
hall.
no.
What?
Is it the murder
The murder
hall?
house.
Not
Okay,
the
before we
house.
get to any of that, I have only one quick. Is the dog there?
The dog is not there.
God fucking
Damn
damn
it.
it! How much time has passed? Because I'm sticking by the 2 hours.
Actually, Curtis, roll perception.
Huh?
Roll perception.
Just Curtis?
Oh, that's,
He's the only one
22.
looking for the dog, right? You see
20.
out the window of the hall, you see 2 blue eyes looking in before they vanish into the snow. However, inside the hall, you've been here before. You remember, well, only one of you remembers this hall. Moonpie, maybe. Vaven, this is the Grand Hall of Adolel.
Oh.
Ada?
Adolel.
Isn't that...
Very far north.
Yeah. Both it's very nice.
Isn't
Fun,
that
no.
where everyone died?
No,
Oh,
no.
the plague.
No, that's right, Barry. That the Adolel was the plague.
Yeah. That's what I said. Adwell's the plague.
Mhm.
Place. Oh, they're at Lucy Barefoot's.
Yep, you're in Lucy
Where
Barefoot's
Barefoot?
hall. Lucy Barefoot isn't there at the moment, however. What is at the entrance to the hall is sitting where Lucy Barefoot normally would have sit. Is a large creature, Vaven, that you've seen at two places before.
Oh no.
You spied it in the forests when you first left Phaedril, and
Oh no!
once again you saw it in the child circus, being used as a random freaking of nature. In front,
Mothman!
at the very top of the hall, sitting where Lucy Barefoot normally would have sit, you see a dusk mask.
Mothman!
It looks down at you with its giant owl eyes, and it opens its mouth, and you feel the kind of like you tense up for the whispers and screech that it gives off. However, as it opens its mouth, it goes, "Vaven Wastelam, you are late for school."
Oh shit!
Oh god.
What the fuck?
The
This is
creature
how Vaven's reacting.
The creature pulls out one of its like little arms and it just clicks its like tiny little bug fingers, and suddenly the entire room is filled to the rim with desks and chairs, and a bunch of like elves are quickly like scribbling things on paper as the dust mask stands up and walks over to a whiteboard. He taps it with a long ruler and he goes, "Sit down right now or it is detention for you, mister."
This.
Oh my god.
Sit down!
Fine, I guess.
You kind of like pull up a chair and sit down beside the class, inside the class, and the dusk mask walks over to the board and goes, "Now I'm sure we all remembered to fill in our homework, didn't we?"
Oh, nuts! I forgot my homework.
The other students all pull out like stuff from their bags. "Now we shall have everyone present them to the class. First up," he spins the whiteboard around, the blackboard around to show the other side. It's got a
Like a
list
wheel
of.
of fame.
It's a list of like long names,
Oh.
and at the very top, most of them aren't even names; they're just jumbles of letters. But at the very top of the list is just Vaven Wastelam. He points at the name on the board. "Vaven, would you please come to the front of the class and read out your homework presentation?"
What are my pals doing? in
Yeah,
this
what are
They're
we
just
doing?
kind of standing there, like, what the fuck is happening?
Is this what a school looks like?
Vaven,
Literate and proud.
up the front, right this instant.
Vaven just kind of like looks at his pals and mouths "What the fuck," and then goes up to the front of the stage.
Okay, you walk up to the front of the class.
Vaven's in
And
trouble.
as Vaven is walking to the front of the class, you see him, though he is already the shortest of your group, slowly drop in size until he is
What?
about the size of an 11-year-old.
What?
He walks
Do I
up.
look as young as an
You
11-year-old?
you look like
Or-
an 11-year-old elf. Well, not you look like an 11-year-old human, but you're probably like in your 50s because you're an elf.
So we're in hell.
So you
So we're in Vaven's hell.
you walk to the front of the class as like a little 50-year-old elf, and the dusk mask points at you and says, "Vaven, read your homework to the class."
Oh my god.
Vaven Does he have any paper in his inventory? He probably does.
Vaven actually has paper in his hands. Paper that wasn't there
Ah.
before. You're holding
Oh.
homework.
What's it? Are there any words on it?
There are.
What are the words?
The words transcribe to I'm a little doo-doo boy. I smell doo-doo. I'm a little doo-doo boy. Bottom, 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 bottom. Poo-poo.
Hold
Baven flips to the other side of the paper and
It-
sees. What's it say there?
On the other side of the paper, are you expecting there to be something on the other side of the paper?
Yes.
Okay, on the other side of the paper, you see a very complicated mathematical equation that you cannot even begin to understand.
Oh my god.
Okay. Is there a board? Like, is there space on the board?
You look over to the whiteboard and it's empty.
Okay, Baven just copies out that equation, not really caring about the structure of it, just sort of like trying to just redraw it essentially.
Okay. You try and redraw the equation on the blackboard, and you think you do a pretty good job. You turn back to look at the class, and the Dusk Mask walks up to you. Well, that certainly is a very complicated piece of work you've done there, Vaven. Especially for someone who did not wear pants to school today.
Oh,
Vaven, you look down and you're just in your underwear. You're not naked. You're in your underwear.
Dang it! This keeps happening.
is this your worst nightmare, Vaven?
I don't know.
I
Anyway.
I thought Raven wore robes.
Yeah.
He kind of does. It's a combination.
It's
Not
like
today, he doesn't.
Not today. He doesn't. No.
I'm actually just wearing like a button-up shirt with some like supposed to be shorts, high socks. It's basically the Somerville uniform, which doesn't mean anything for you, Adam, but
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I'm just laughing.
it's
Okay.
pretty unfortunate.
You guys walk through a you see a door. The back door of the building suddenly swings open and you see a scene playing out on the other side. It's a scene of colors and movement, but you can't quite tell what's through there. The Dust Mask points at it and goes, "Okay, children, it is recess time now. Everyone into the park." Everyone stands up from their seats.
We're going into
There's a
outdoor
shuffling.
building. God.
There's a shuffling of paper, and everyone starts marching out past you guys through this jumble of colors.
Oh my god.
Wait, so Vaven doesn't have socks on or shoes on or pants on. That's unfortunate.
He's lost everything.
You have
Yeah,
nothing on.
can you just make illusionary pants as well?
I can if I stay still.
Okay, you
So-
use.
I
you-
don't.
Okay,
I don't. I just kind of like accept it and keep walking, hoping that this fever dream will end soon.
Okay. Well then, you do you follow the children through the thing into the?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, you guys all walk through the door of into the next area. As you walk through, it becomes clearer and clearer what you're seeing. You see a long hallway. The kids are all gone. You look behind you, there's no door. In this hallway, you see a series of cells. And from one end, you hear the gentle sound of music playing.
The sound of music, as in like
The
sound of
hills are
music.
alive
No,
with the
it's-
or just the sound
music.
of music.
It's just
It's just Julie Andrews just
no,
running through
it-
the jail
it's,
cell.
it's this sort of like slow,
Ah,
almost
long
guitar
movie time.
that's just.
You guys need to
playing.
realize that the sound of music is redundant. I mean, music is a sound. There's no sound of a sound.
Yeah, but music is like in a fancy way about how it's a spiritual effect.
Guys,
of
shut the
music.
fuck up. Let Adam
don't-
finish explaining.
No.
Okay. The room, the hallways feel very cold and empty. You can hear the faint sound of banging and people screaming in the distance. It's very odd, very creepy, very uncomfortable, you find.
Like this whole thing hasn't been.
As you guys are standing there, Meredith, you hear the sound of heavy boots marching down the hallway. They sound...
Is it
One
the
of
dog?
us.
It is not the dog. Do you want to do another perception check to see if you can see the dog?
Damn right I do. Might be it might be one of the students.
Okay.
Chick.
Roll perception check. There's
Can
no
I be
students.
18.
do a perception check?
You can also do a perception check to see if you can see the
Can
dog.
I also do one?
I'm more looking for like the person stomping, but
Oh, okay. You're
Oh,
looking for the
okay.
sound. Who,
They're irrelevant. The dog.
I want to try to find the dog as
Focus
well.
on the dog.
the dog.
The dog.
Not the pupper.
Not
Where's
the-
my fluffy boy?
Where is he? Where is my fluffy boy? That's Brooklyn Nine-Nine reference.
Oh yeah.
I'm not like other references. I
Hmm.
say what I'm referencing.
I'm
Well,
not like the Office references. I do Brooklyn Nine-Nine references. Much better.
Hmm.
Okay, did you guys roll?
I'll roll.
18.
18? Okay, and
I got
Vagan roll
30 and
13. Alrighty ho. Curtis, you do see the flick of a white tail on the side of the hall where the sound of boots marching is coming from.
I immediately run towards it. Fuck the boot. I don't care. My fluffy boy.
My fluffy boy. I will be there soon. You sprint down the hall. And as you reach the end, suddenly a man turns around.
a man.
The man is dressed in a long white lab coat, and he stares at you, Curtis. He stares at Meredith and almost seems to loom over him. The rest of you see this beast of a man. He is about 10 foot tall, and he leans
Holy
over
shit.
as he stares at Meredith. Meredith, leaving your cell so soon.
I just look up at him and shrink.
You physically shrink. You become smaller as you look up at him. Now, I thought we had this conversation, Meredith. No more escape attempts. This is your final warning. He reaches down and sort of grabs you by the scruff of your collar, pulling you up to his level. And then he starts to march down the hallway. You guys hear the sound of his like very heavy footsteps echo, and he almost seems to walk through you as he passes by, carrying Meredith in one hand. He opens the door to a room and throws Meredith in, closing it behind him. Meredith, would you like to do a perception check on him?
Sure. It's a 14. That's
You recognize this man. This is the doctor that kept you after your incident, before you joined the circus. This is Dr. Seargand.
Law?
Law.
Ooh, Meredith Law.
Meredith
Yeah.
Law. Hell yeah.
Not Vaven Law anymore.
my lord.
The
now.
man turns. He glares at the rest of you. You probably shouldn't be here. Then turns and marches down the other way.
Holy shit.
From the room, that he threw Meredith into, you hear the faint sound of a guitar playing. Just an acoustic guitar playing gently out through the door.
Beep, beep.
Beep, 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 beep.
What do you do?
I'ma follow it.
Okay.
Is
You-
Vaven still?
You are not
Just-
still a kid. You're normal.
Do I have
Vaven.
my pants on?
You have your pants on.
Do I have my shoes on?
You have shoes on.
Okay. Cool. Just checking my self.
Yep, you're all good, buddy.
Proceeds.
Okay. You walk up to the door that Meredith was thrown into, and you turn the handle slowly and pull it open, and you peer in. And inside, you see a strange sight. You see a dead body. Not Meredith's, a woman.
Oh no.
She appears Goliath in race. She is lying on the floor, her face beaten in with a club of some sort. And sitting in the very corner of the room is a younger looking Meredith, clinging to a bloody lute, rocking back and forth.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Is Meredith in the room with us?
That is a younger Meredith.
Shit. Can I walk up to the younger Meredith?
Okay. You
Hey,
walk
buddy.
up to the younger Meredith, and you look down on him. You step past the woman dead on the floor.
Hey. Alright?
Goodbye. Please, just leave me to die. Life is bad. Say I'm not worth your anguish.
Meredith's face is like buried in his arms as he says this. Vaven, do you walk up to him?
Vaven's just like kind of standing in shock, like.
Can I just like stroke the little Meredith's head? It's like, it's okay.
You kind of bend down and gently stroke little Meredith's head. As you do, suddenly his neck snaps up to look you in the face. But instead of a face, it's just a void. An infinite blackness. And you feel yourself being pulled into it, pulled towards it as he stares you down. And suddenly, it all goes black. There's a sudden clap, and light returns to the world around you. This time, you are no longer in a hospital. You are sitting in the middle of an empty plain. There is nothing but chaos around you. Dead bodies lay scattered across the terrain, each wearing the uniform of a soldier. And deep in the depths of the snow, you see one body moving, slowly crawling towards you.
Oh.
Its skin a light blue, its face cold, its hair completely snow white. It crawls towards you and then collapses in the snow.
Holy shit.
In the distance, you hear a faraway roar as you see a dragon flying high into the sky away from you.
Is it a white dragon?
It is a white dragon.
Does it look like the one we saw before?
It does look like the one that you saw before.
Oh.
And on the ground, you see a small caterpillar. It crawls past you. It inches towards the figure lying on the ground. And you guys watch as with one small little caterpillar hand, it reaches out and gently places it on the figure's knuckle. The figure suddenly takes a deep breath and looks up. Faven, Moonpie?
Is it Blake?
It is Bleak.
Of course, it's Bleak.
Oh my god!
You look at Bleak in his eyes, but he seems to look straight through you, like he can't even see that you're there. Bleak lets out a cough and gently picks up the small caterpillar in one hand. He looks up. You notice that it's one of those strange days where it's both daytime, but you can see the moon very clearly in the sky.
Huh.
He looks back at the caterpillar. Who are you then?
What do you mean, I'm Moonpie?
The
You
being
know me. We're friends, remember?
Bleak looks up and sees the new Moonpie standing in front of him. Moonpie?
Yeah, that's me. Don't I look cool?
Where am I?
I don't know. But I'm here, so it's okay.
Will you always be next to me?
Of course. Oh, like that's what friends are for, you know?
He looks back at the little Moonpie in his hand, and for a moment, there's silence before Moonpie. Suddenly, in your ear, you hear him whisper, "No, you won't." Fades to
What?
black.
Huh?
Oh my god!
What?
Close.
But you're lying.
You're floating in the void now. All of you in the void. You can't see anything but each other. A faint light glows down on you, and it's the only thing that is illuminating your figures. In the distance, you see a small creature moving towards you. Its white fur glistens in the darkness, strangely. And as it gains closer to you, the void around you seems to fill with shimmering colors. As he becomes closer and closer, you see the white dog walking towards you. Once it is reached within about 10 meters of each of you, it sits. It cocks its head and stares at you. There is one more dream here we have yet to see. The little ones. But it is interesting. I've never seen a dream like that before. Suddenly you all feel like you're falling. Falling down, 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 and suddenly you stop. You're sitting in a room. The walls around you a black stone, obsidian. You recognize them as the walls of the buildings in the room. However, they are not stained with purple light like you normally see. These are hit with the fresh colors of the normal sunlight. And in the center of the room, you see the little girl. She sits there, playing. She has a basket next to her, one full of stones, collected and gathered from the nearby streets and the wilderness around the room. She gently places them together, stacking them into castles and then knocking them down, laughing heartily as she does so, with a childlike glee. Until she picks up one stone. She inspects it for a second. A wishing stone. I wish that my city would be bright and pretty and magical forever. You feel the room begin to shake beneath your feet. There's a loud roaring sensation in your ears, like water is hitting you all over the place. The little girl covers her ears and shrieks, and as she does so, the Winvia next to you covers her ears as well, and she closes her eyes and like, no. The ground around you begins to shake, and suddenly the building collapses. There's this feeling of growth and tension in all of your bodies as you stretch out and upwards, gaining in size until you're towering over the room, over all the buildings. Each one of you opens your mouths all at once and tries to let out a cry, but as you do, a cry does not come out, but a roar, one of magnificent power and destructive rage. This roar echoes around until suddenly you see below you purple walls beginning to grow up over your skin, over your body, reaching to the sky and then closing above you, sealing you in blackness. Sealing you back into the void. All at once, you sit up, back at the crossroads. It is the break of day. The bubbles have just vanished. And sitting between them, you see the white dog. Fadov, Winvith
Yeah?
throws herself around you, pushes her face into your clothes, and you can feel her trembling.
It's okay.
I don't want to happen again.
It's okay. It won't happen. It won't happen. It's okay.
The dog tilts its head slightly. And in your minds, you hear a small voice. Any questions?
What the fuck?
Dog's still cute, all is forgiven.
Oh.
Can I just grab one of the... Because I think I've got magic stones prepared. I'm just going to grab one of them and just throw them at one of them at the dog.
Okay.
Can I get down, Mr. President, the dog?
Okay, I'm going to need you to roll a dexterity check, and I'm going to need Molly to roll a d20, see if she hits with her magic stone.
Just a flat dexterity check.
Just a flat dexterity. Oh, acrobatics check, we'll say, if you're trying to like dive in front of him.
21.
13.
21 to a 13.
I wonder what wins.
Yeah. She throws it, and you're like 5 seconds too late for the jump. It's like she throws it. It kind of
It's a longer
sails.
time.
Yeah, I know. It sails through the air, and then sort of like bumps against something in front of the dog, as if there's a force field there. Well, there probably is a force field there if it bumped against it. It hits something in the air, and the stone bounces to the ground, harmless. Then Curtis throws himself in front of the dog, pretty pointlessly, just sort of collapses in the snow, gets snow all over him. It's kind of weird. It's good. The dog
Dog's too cute to die.
The dog bows its head and goes, "I'm sorry.
Or is not fucking good enough.
You deserve an explanation. I am the dreaming dog." It stands on its legs and starts to sort of pace around you. I have been here
Can have dreams.
for so long. One important thing is that I feast on dreams. The dreams of those who sleep around me. When I was not astray, I used to feast on my owners. Oh, the dreams they had. Marvelous adventures, stories.
So he's a reskinned Mind Flayer.
But now, well, they're not around anymore. I'm sorry for if I caused you any trouble. I will see you all some other time.
No, dog.
The dog turns and walks off into the forest, into the snow. And as he walks, his fur begins to slowly blend in with the powder as it trails off into the distance.
I just realized he didn't feast on my dreams.
Well, all in all, it seems we've all got a bit of trauma we need to process, and I think we should seek therapy once this is done.
I forgot all my trauma. I have nothing.
That's nice. You're still getting therapy.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're going to take a 10-minute break here. We will see you guys in a little bit. Bye.
Except Vaven, he's fine.
And we are back. Now, this is going to be a bit of a
Hi.
short session today. That's all we've got for now. But next time, we'll be doing our final journey to Trand. And yeah, we will see you guys later. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all those funky things if you're on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, follow. Maybe subscribe if you're feeling a little bit, generous. Gonna give me a bit of money. And we will see you guys later. Bye from everyone here.
Bye.
Awesome.
Bye.